The Northwest Area Water Supply Project is closer to finishing its first phase. The new water treatment plant is in its third year of construction at the city of Max, and it's called the Biota Water Treatment Plant. The project manager, Tim Frigie, says it'll treat water that comes from Lake Sakakawea, which then comes from the Missouri River. Frigie says the Biota plant will filter invasive species from the lake before it gets retreated for drinking purposes at Minot's water treatment plant. Minot's water supply facility currently gets its water from aquifers. However, Frigie says it's depleting.
There just isn't adequate supply inside the basin to be able to meet the demands now or in the future. The aquifers have been declining since the 1960s and 70s.
He says when the project is over, 7 counties in the northwest and central parts of the state's drinking water will be sourced 90% from the lake and 10% from the groundwater.